Hi, I'm Shannon and welcome to my channel. This is a channel where we talk about all things fragrances. I give my thoughts, opinions. I'm always testing new perfumes and I love to hear from you. I love your comments. So thanks so much for being here and let's get into this video. Are you guys overwhelmed with all of the new fragrance releases, all of the different categories? Sometimes I look at my collection and I don't know what to pull for. I don't know what to pick. So today's video is all about the top five. I'm sneaking one extra category in, but 5 categories for spraying. I've got some gorgeous perfumes I want to share. Here are the only perfumes. If you want to do a capsule wardrobe, here are my top picks for spring. The first category is a white floral perfume. And there have been so many white florals out there. Again, it's very overwhelming. So I want to share 2 of my favorites. The first is a new release, and this is Ave Maria. I'm so excited to wear this for spring. This is a very interesting take on a white floral. I think it's so beautiful. It's very much like the marketing campaign that they put out. It's very ethereal and kind of sparkling and beautiful. I'm gonna just take a little sniff of this right now. I love what they've done with this perfume. They've added in this Merlot note into the white floral. So you have at the top gardenia, neroli, and then there's a red wine accord. And it really adds an intrigue to the white floral. It just brings up the perfume with this little bit of level of complexity. And it really makes me, like, when I spray this on, I don't have a scent on right now. So I guess this is my scent of the day. It's wafting in the air. It's really beautiful. That Merlot, actually, I don't know if it's a Merlot note or just a red wine note, but that red wine note in here just gives it this like addictive quality. I think sometimes too, white florals, sweet white florals are very overwhelming to me. I think they are very hard for me to wear. Sometimes they're headache inducing. This is not that. It's very uplifting, fresh. It's just like a white, not that I ever would really wear a white sundress. It's not really my vibe. But if you're into that, if you're wearing like a white sundress, it is very angelic, very beautiful, flowy kind of imagery. And I think this is a fantastic new release. I know this has gotten a lot of hype. It's been spoken about, but I did purchase this with my own money. I do think it's worth it if you like white florals. And I will call out too, I'm not a huge fan of gardenia. And I really like how it's done here. It's not overdone at all. And that was Ave Maria by the House of Beau. I'm kind of cheating because I'm including another white floral. And this one is centered around the note of neroli. And this is Fiori di Neroli. And this is from Gucci. And I will confess that I love neroli. I'm a sucker for a neroli note. I also love it when it's not super floral. And it's actually really hard to find a perfume that doesn't just lay on the neroli and then lay on a bunch of florals. So I really appreciate this perfume. When I smelled it, unfortunately, kind of knew that I had to have it. And so what you get here is a little bit more of a bitter neroli. You've got petitgrain, bergamot, and green mandarin at the top. Then you have that neroli, which is really like the star of the show here. Orange blossom, a little bit of jasmine, and the base, you've got some cedar and some wood. So let's give this a little spray here. This is really pretty too. The bottle to me looks a little bit vintage. I think it's pretty. Yeah, this is a very refreshing take on neroli. Not overpowered by white florals or by other florals. Even if I were to compare this to Neroli Orangere, which I also really like, that one is more floral. That one is a little bit more like cleaning product territory, and I really like that one. But I think this is probably my favorite neroli in my collection to date. If you love neroli, I think this is worth checking out. I think this is a standout release from Gucci, and that was Fiori di Neroli. Next up for spring, you definitely need a fresh and clean, uplifting scent, and my pick for that is Mandarino di Sicilia, and this is from Acqua di Parma. I actually featured this in one of my first videos, and it was a fresh and clean video. Still stands the test here. This is a beautiful, minty, citrusy, again, kind of sparkling scent. Oh, it's so fresh. Oh my gosh, it's so uplifting and so fresh. It's absolutely beautiful. Wow, this is stunning. I can't wait to wear this for spring. This is really an all occasion scent. You can wear this out, wear this to the gym. I think it's one that you're going to have to go a little bit heavier on the trigger. I think a lot of the Acqua di Parmas, they're not beast mode, but the one thing I do appreciate about this is the mint actually lingers. It actually lasts quite a long time. So I really do appreciate that. And it's so refreshing. It's so beautiful. If you like mint in fragrances, then I would highly recommend checking this out. I'll also just comment that this is very unisex. I think that a man could wear this. I think anyone could absolutely rock this perfume. I can't live without my Gourmand perfumes. And unfortunately, a lot of them they're a lot. Like the weather gets hotter, they're just a lot. But I have a new discovery and I want to share it with you. First of all, this is one I have to share the packaging because I'm wearing a bluish color, but I just love this packaging. This is Dialma and this is by Corel. I'm not sure how to say that. So yeah, the bottle just sits in this little blue packaging and it's velvet in there. It's quite cute. I think it's quite adorable. I love this blue cap. I think it's so pretty. I had heard this spoken about and all I had to hear was pistachio, sweet, nutty, lactonic, woody. It was like, this is the pistachio of your dreams. And we've all been sold on pistachio perfumes. And you'd think at some point I would just let it go. I would just let it go, but none of us can seem to let it go, which is fine. We all need to do our own thing. So I heard about this. I heard people talking about it and I absolutely had to try it. So I hunted down a sample and this is really, really good. It is by far, I would say this and then Yum Pistachio by Kayali are my two favorite pistachio fragrances. That one, if you like it, it's more fresh. It's got some aldehydes. This is like if you took Kayali and you made it more of a true gourmand. So let me read the notes in here. And if this doesn't just make you want to smell, if you're a pistachio lover, you need to get your nose on this. And I'll actually put where I purchased this because I did not buy directly from the website. I bought from another site and I did not have to pay astronomical shipping. I actually got a 10% discount. So I will link that below if you're at all interested. I highly recommend ordering from there and not direct, just if you live in the United States. So top notes are pistachio, cardamom, and cinnamon. Middle notes are more pistachio, hazelnut, milk, macaroons, plum, and then you've got a base of vanilla, tonka, and musk. This is what I want to smell like, but I also want to eat. It really reminds me of pistachio gelato. Like pistachio gelato with pistachio cake, and then with pistachios and hazelnut. Very creamy, but somehow still fresh. That's why I do think this is appropriate for spring. I do think this could be year round, but I think this is a gourmand that you can wear through spring and summer. It's so beautiful. I love this bottle. I am so happy with this purchase, and I just wanted to share this little gem that I found. We are heading straight into femme fatale category, and this is date night. This is sultry. And I am not even going to deny, I was influenced to buy this. This was a blind buy and I have zero regrets. It was actually my first, wow, you guys already know, you've seen this bottle. It's totally wild. This is Fetiche La Rose and this is from Christian Louboutin. And this is a cherry rose perfume. There's ginger, there's pink pepper in here, and bam. The cap is legitimate, by the way. This is weighty. This has some, some substance to it. So Fetiche La Rose. Wow, it's so beautiful. There's so much depth here. And I was actually, every time that I hear notes that are just, they're used a lot, we hear about them a lot, cherry and rose. This is very sultry. I get a little bit of like kind of a wood amber base in here. I wouldn't necessarily compare it to French Defense, but I think it's in the realm of that sort of perfume. That one doesn't have the rose. It has more of that really deep amber. This one, I would say this is probably like a little bit more like feminine leaning version of that with a little bit of florals. I love French Defense. That's probably going to be one I'll add to my collection, maybe in the fall. But that one's probably the more unisex leaning version of this. This is a Quentin Biche creation, and he just did a phenomenal job with this. I am not a blind follower, but he did an exceptional job with this. This is so sultry. It's so sexy. And if you like perfumes like with a little bit of a woody, musky, ambery base, think about that, but with rose and a really like dark, luxurious cherry. It's a black cherry, and I guess the other thing I'm picking up here is the ginger. It's so beautiful. I am so happy I have this in my collection. I definitely will be wearing this on a date night because it's so beautiful, but I'm going to be careful with this. By the way, I got a discovery set on this, and if you're curious about the whole set, I'm happy to talk about that, but there was another full bottle I picked up. So don't just go for the hyped perfumes. I would say always check out the range, because there was another one that would just absolutely wowed me too, and I'll share in a later video. Like so many of us out there, I am a huge fan of vanilla fragrances, and one of the perfumes that I actually recently picked up in the Sephora sale, I went through a travel spray and I had to have a full bottle, and I'm talking about Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. This is such a likable, beautiful vanilla. We have vanilla orchid, and then you have ozonic notes. So those ozonic notes give the fragrances beautiful freshness. I think that's why it's perfect for spraying. Like, even if you look at the bottle, not that that's necessarily my favorite color, but it really is this very fresh take on a vanilla. And if you like I love Black Opium La Parfum. I think it's really pretty. There's variations on that. I would say this is like in the family, but it's very fresh. I think it's way more wearable. I am a huge fan of this. I think it's the perfect vanilla for spring. I also get like it's definitely very sweet. And I'm trying to think of the kind of sweetness. It's almost like a fluffy sweetness. It doesn't come off sticky or heavy at all. It's very like fluffy and light. It's super likable. I think if you're wearing this and you're not going to overpower anybody around you, I think people will like how you smell. I think it's an absolutely beautiful vanilla for spring. I love my cozy perfumes, and my pick for spring is a new addition to my collection, brand new from the Sephora sale, and I'm talking about Erin Amber Musk. Now, I went through a travel spray of this recently, pretty quickly. I went through it pretty fast. This is such a beautiful, feminine, powdery, like there's a little bit of florals in here. I'm gonna go off the arm. We're losing real estate here. This is such a fluffy, soft, beautiful musk. Yeah, it's so pretty. And I think the thing that I really like about this is it also has a freshness to it. So you could definitely wear this you could wear this on like a cloudy day where you're looking for some cozy vibes in spring. But it also has a little bit of that, like, I don't want to say out of the shower vibe, but it has this fresh, really nice musk in here, so that you could definitely take a shower and put this on and kind of be winding down at night. And I think this would be so beautiful for that. I've been wearing this a ton for bedtime. I think it's just soft and fluffy. It's like a warm blanket. It's like a cozy hug. And I don't know. It's not super, it is definitely not beast mode. It's a light wearing perfume, but in some ways I think that's kind of perfect for wind down time, or for like, if you're around other people, you want to smell nice. It's probably a scent that other people may not even really realize it's perfume. They might think that you just that's your natural, you just naturally smell, wow, amazing. So this is one that I highly recommend. I would put this in the cozy, musky category for spring. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video of some of my top picks for spring. If you like the content, then please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you back in another video soon.